Take two on this audio because my mic, the plug slipped out. I don't even know when it slipped out while I was recording that. It might have slipped out in the middle, or it might have slipped out at the beginning. So I don't know how much audio I actually lost off that previous recording. So take two on this. So today's drawing is a Morgauer, or the Morgauer. I don't exactly know how to say it. The Morgauer are a new faction in the game Endless Legend that came out with the recent Tempest expansion. The Tempest expansion is a High Seas expansion. It adds on a lot of interesting things to do in the seas in Endless Legend, which you couldn't do before. There's weather. There are a bunch of different types of ships. Excuse me. There are a bunch of different types of ships. Sea fortresses that you can go and raid and take over, and they give you resources for doing it. There's a lot of awesome stuff in this expansion, and the Morgauer are among that. As a faction, they're a High Seas faction, so you get shipyards by default. The units are all naval units, except for your starting unit, which is the Mastermind, and they're a support unit. So you have to actually assimilate other factions in order to get cavalry, infantry, or flyers, and that's a little annoying. I understand it, obviously, because you can't give them everything, because they have a lot of options as a faction. And I think they're my second favorite still after Vultures. I did a High Seas Vultures campaign and recorded it, and that'll be up pretty soon on the gaming channel. And I thought it went pretty well. They look far less impressive on paper than the Morgauer do, because the Vultures are very ISTP, the Myers-Briggs personality type, which is one I happen to mesh with very well. And that is, I think, why I like the Vultures so much, is they have that personality type, and it meshes with the personality, my own personality type in that. And I realized that about halfway through. I'm like, wow, this is very ISTP. You sort of lock yourself away in your Vulture cities, and you tinker on science. And that's what I did in it, and it paid off. I scienced about 30 turns faster than my previous Vulture victory. Well, maybe 20 turns faster than my previous Vulture victory. Would have gone actually probably a good 30-40 had I paid attention to the winter effects that affected science. But otherwise, it went really, really well. And also, for the Morgauer, the interesting thing about them is Morgauer might be their pronoun. Because in the faction quest, they sort of refer to themselves as Morgauer in almost the third person. And I was kind of thinking, they do have individuals, and you can see the individuals in their heroes. Because the heroes have different names. I think it's like Sclera is one, and it's like, what was the other one? It's like Rick or something, I don't remember. But they have individuals, so they have a sense of individuality. It's just they also have this sense of hive mind almost, but they're not a hive mind. They're not group thinkers. So it's almost like Morgauer is their pronoun. They don't really have a gender that you can see. They just refer to themselves as Morgauer in the third person. So yeah, they might be agendered as well. And they have as much individuality as everyone else, but they do have that groupthink concept a little bit. Not that I think it is groupthink, though they do have mentalist abilities. The Mastermind unit is a mentalist thing, and mind control is part of their faction. The Cat's Paw ability and the Descent abilities are both mind control. And, I mean, you get a lot of influence with him as well, and that's kind of a form of mind control, and maybe he's influenced by mind control as well. So it's something to think about for that faction. And given that today is the 18th, the Sombra ARG updated today, and this is my vlog portion, and the Sombra ARG was such a letdown today, to the point where I'm almost mad at it. Now, I didn't pay attention to the Sombra ARG. I'm not one of those people that goes into Discord and jerks off over it, but obsesses over it would be the more PC way to say that. But I just think, like, I'm not super hyped. I don't get on hype trains anymore, because you just kind of get let down sometimes by them. I mean, I wasn't let down by the Morgauer. But Blizzard had this thing where they had a percentage gain on a website called amomentincrime.com. And as the percentage on this gained, like, it gained slowly. And people are like, oh, what's going to happen when it gets to 100%? Well, it took 3 months. Kind of. About 3 months. It was like middle August to now. So August, September, October, to get this thing full. And nothing happened. And the people who really obsess about this are kind of pissed. I'm just let down. I'm not really surprised, but I am still let down because it's 3 months of waiting for something, and then you don't get it. It's like if I were working on something for 3 months, and I told people, this is going to take me a couple months, and you're going to love it when it's done. Or if I said, this is going to take 3 months, and it's my mystery project, and then it's a video like this, and it was like, oh, this was 3 months out. Yeah, people would be pissed at me. Even though, like, I'm a nobody on YouTube, people would still be pissed about me doing that. And, like, I'd be pissed at me for doing that. Hell, I'm pissed at me because I recorded audio for the gaming channel for some Magic the Gathering videos that I still haven't gotten around to making because they take a lot of work to do. And I'm pissed at me for it being a week after recording the audio that I still haven't worked on those yet, just because I don't have the time to. Mostly because of Endless Legend Tempest. I'm probably going to get them out before Halloween, because they're all Innistrad themed. But I'm going to have to work for it, and I said I'd do it, so I really want to do it. And it's like, I'm letting myself down, and only really me knows about these things right now. And that's a week. Like, I can't imagine saying I'm going to do this for 3 months and then not do it. And, like, yeah. It'd be a bit of a letdown for everyone else and a real letdown for me personally if I bungled a project like that. So yeah, not exactly impressed by the Sombra ARG right now. I would not be surprised if you see a comment from Blizzard about it. And there are actual... And I think this is a legitimate request to not treat characters like this in the future, because I really wouldn't want characters treated like this in the future. I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to keep interest in Overwatch up. But because the ARG itself wasn't like revealing in any way, we don't get hyped about it, and we just get angry about it. And it's like, yeah, getting angry and paying attention to it is still attention paid to it, but it's annoying, and you can't do it all the time. You can't keep doing it. So I honestly agree that I think we should avoid ARGs for Blizzard things in the future, especially for Overwatch. It's just gonna be nothing. 3 months and then nothing. For the drawing itself, we'll get to the drawing for a minute. I think it's okay. I had to rush it out at about 1 in the morning last night to get it done so I could do the audio today, and it's sort of rough and simple, and I'm not a huge fan of this drawing personally, and I'm probably going to do just one more ballpoint pen drawing and go out and buy more microns tomorrow so I can do more quality images. Ballpoint pen is fun for a bit of a gimmick, and then you kind of drop it after that. It's fine for sketching things. I actually do it for my thumbnails, just so I don't waste pencil. And it's fine for, like, doodling, but yeah, for these drawings, I definitely want to go back to the microns. The results are much, much better, much, much more just solid, and just, like, looking at my last 2 drawings and then the next one, and then the previous one, it's like there's a huge difference in just, it's not quality of drawing, it's just quality of ink laid down. So yeah, one more ballpoint pen drawing for tomorrow. Don't know what it's gonna be. It'll be a surprise. And then we'll go back to doing the micron drawings, the actual India ink drawings. So that's gonna cover my art for today and my vlog for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another Inktober drawing.